someone comes up on stage swinging at me, I'm hitting them right back.
Mhm.
I'm literally hitting him in the face. You're gonna come swinging at me. I'm gonna hit you twice as hard, twice as hard. And like
Okay.
have some respect, have some respect.
Yes,
And I
yes,
think
yes.
that have some respect. Be a decent human being. Don't be a piece of shit.
So now, this year your band will be 20 years old. Wow, that is great. I think.
Actually, this year we're 16 years old as of this
Oh,
year.
16. Oh, I
16,
see.
almost
Okay,
20. In
almost 20.
2020,
Okay,
in 2027, we will be 20 years old.
okay, but 60 years is long enough for one
Yeah,
band
yeah,
to
yeah.
be together.
It's crazy.
So yeah, it's crazy. What is the biggest challenge you faced in your music career, and how did you overcome it?
The biggest challenge was probably 2016. We were promoting Oh My
Mm-hmm.
My, and I was just completely burnt out and exhausted, and I didn't want to do it anymore. And having
Mm-hmm.
to, it took 2 or 3 years of not really touring that much and just being home. I was just done. I was so tired and burnt out. We had been going nonstop for about 10 years straight. So I was exhausted. And I think the hardest part being an artist, as long as we have, is having songs that the world wants to hear. Like for us this last year with I Ain't Worried and the Top Gun song.
Yeah.
That's so difficult to do 16 years after your first hit. Maybe 1/10 of 1% of 1% of artists that are lucky enough to have 16 years later have another hit. And
Yeah.
and so that just reminded me that the important thing is to keep releasing music that you believe in and writing songs that you believe in, because they will find an audience. But that is the hardest part, is connecting with new fans and keeping your old fans 2 decades, 20 years later is extremely difficult. It's so difficult. That's why there's only one Coldplay. There aren't 5 Coldplays. There's one Coldplay. To have hit songs and still be connecting with fans 25 years later is just crazy. So we're trying our best to stay in that, to graduate into that class and be able to continue to have great records and hit records around the world.
So apart from being the frontman of One Republic, you has a chance to work with many big stars like Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Adele, and many more. Wow, I envy you. So what do you think is the most important thing they all share that makes them rise to this point?
All of the biggest artists have an extremely defined sense of who they are.
Okay.
They know who they are, and you cannot make them question who they are. They have, doesn't mean they're not insecure, but they have a point of view and they stick to it. And as they evolve as humans, their art and their music reflects their evolution as a human being. That is the common trait of all of those artists. And the second thing is that all of them are obsessed with connecting with culture, global culture. The biggest artists, they don't just want to have a song that works in America or England. They want a song where, we're in Phuket right now, like where if I drive into Phuket town or Patong or wherever, that you want to hear your song playing in one of those bars. That's what you want. You want to be connecting with culture around the world. And that's my obsession more than anything is feeling like I'm connecting with global culture at all times. That's the thing that I'm the most obsessed with.
Nowadays, the challenge many Thai artists are facing is disrespectful from the audience. You might have heard the news. I'm not sure, but sometimes the audience walk up to punch the artist on stage in Thailand.
Whoa.
Yes, some of them force the artist to drink some alcohol because they, pay in the live house or the pub that sell alcohol.
Yeah.
And some just throw the money at them. So it's not easy to be Thai artist right now. Do you have any words of advice that you can give to our artists so they can deal with this kind of situation better?
Wow. I mean, bro, that shit's crazy. I don't even know what to say.
Okay.
Like I've never even heard of that. I mean, like my advice probably is terrible. I would say punch them right back. Sorry. I mean, like someone comes up on stage swinging at me, I'm hitting them right back. I'm literally hitting him in the face. Like, I don't know what to say. That's probably not the advice you wanted, but like, that's respect. Like you're going to come swinging at me. I'm going to hit you twice as hard. And
Okay.
like have some respect. Have some respect. Be a decent human being. Don't be a piece of shit. Like that's my advice. Only pieces of shit walk up on stage and punch artists or like try to throw bottles at them. That's like terrible human behavior. So like my advice would be to the audience, like, don't be a piece of shit.
Okay.
There's a lot of Buddhists in Thailand, right?
Yes.
Like maybe adapt some of that culture. The Buddhists that I know are so kind and so calm, and they're nonviolent. And I think we could all use a little Buddhism in our lives. That's, if I'm being honest, we could all use a little.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really a good advice.
There you go. So maybe disregard the other advice. Take that advice. We could all stand and be a little more Buddhist.
You're gonna play at Impact Arena on 3rd of March.
Yes.
So I hope nobody punch you at the face on the stage. But
we have highly trained security. If anybody tries, they'll end up with a broken face.
That's good. But do you have any, you want to say to the fan that maybe we'll see you at a concert on that day?
Yeah, I mean, Bangkok's probably tied with it's in our top 2 favorite cities in all of Southeast Asia. It's one of my top 5 favorite cities in the world. I think it's one of the most vibrant, beautiful, eclectic places in the world. I love the energy. I love the beauty. I love the chaos. I love all of it. And we're just honored that we even get to play in Bangkok, that we have enough fans to even come to Thailand is incredible. And we're going to put on the best concert that anyone has seen in years. I promise you. That's just me being honest. We're going to play more hits than you can imagine. We do OneRepublic songs and OneRepublic hits, but then in the middle of the concert, I'm going to play 7 or 8 #1 songs that I wrote for other artists.
Wow.
Little Nas X, Maroon 5, Jonas Brothers, Ed Sheeran, etc. So like I do a lot of the hits that I wrote for other people right in the middle of the concert. So you get like 2 concerts for the price of 1.
Wow, that's good. So in each concert you play, there must be like a kind of a must playlist. Maybe people are waiting for songs like Counting Star, Apologize, and other popular songs. And you have to play those lists like more than 1,000 times, right?
Yeah.
So how do you keep yourself fresh every time you're on the stage? Are you still into those songs like when you were singing them for the first time?
Well, I think that you have to remind yourself that every concert you play, there are thousands of people in the concert who have never seen you before. So this is the first time they've heard it. And so that's what I tell myself, is that for some people in the audience, this is the first time they've heard the song. And that helps me. That helps keep me focused and sing it like it's the first time I've ever done it. And I try to do that. I try to like really be in the moment every time we do a concert, because it's important to me, every person in the audience, that we give them the best show that they've ever seen every single time.
Okay, so have fun in Phuket and come back, anytime you want. Thank you very much for this interview. Thank you very much.
See you, man. Thank you.
See you.
Bye.